Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super grateful to have you. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. My friends, today I have a quick video for, hopefully quick, we'll see how this goes, but it was intentionally supposed to be a quick video. I wanted to make this actually a let's discuss video, and then I kind of stumbled on this section in a book, which really changed what I was going to do with this whole video. So if you guys have not already seen my review of the Tarot of the New Vision, please watch that, because that's where I got this book from. So this book is not available by itself. I want to make that very clear. This does come in the Tarot of the Tarot of the New Vision box set. Okay, so that's where this book came from. This is the information we're going to be going over, and I think this is a really good topic for anybody who is into tarot and who is getting into tarot now as a beginner. I think that it's very important for you guys to understand that there are ethics, not only as a professional, as a tarot reader, but also as a diviner. So I really love that someone took the time to put this in one of their books that goes into a tarot set, because I think it's super important. A lot of people kind of cross a lot of boundaries when it does come to tarot reading and divining. So I really wanted to talk to you guys about this. I really want to see how you guys feel about it. So let me know in the comments if any of these strike you guys the wrong way, if you guys disagree with any of them. I am going to tell you guys how I feel about them. We'll see, you know, kind of just, it's going to be a chatty video. So if you guys just want to listen to it in the background or something, feel free. This is going to be me reading from a book. I know not too many of you guys like that, and I probably already lost a bunch of people. That's fine. Bye. My 2%ers will stay. So let's go ahead and read, my friends, the Diviner's Ethics here from, what's this dude's name? Tibiero Gonard. So I will link where you guys can get this deck in the description box if you so choose. It is a pricier deck, but it's because of this book that comes with it as well. So it says, given that news programs increasingly report cases of swindlers using the title of cartomancer, I suggest the list of fundamental ethic principles that should distinguish the real diviner from the others. So here is 10 diviners' ethics, okay? So the first one says, he should not be against any religious, philosophic, or scientific creed. That's really important. You guys can't go into something like divining and tarot reading if you are biased against any type of religious or scientific creed. You just kind of can't be. Like, you got to be able to roll with anything. Sometimes you'll be doing you'll be doing a tarot reading for someone, and either that person's really hardcore Christian or Catholic and they are very nervous about what you're doing there, or they could be on the opposite side of the spectrum and they could work with like Baphomet or Lilith or something, and you just kind of got to be able to put your feelings and your biases aside and just keep rolling with it, because what you feel as a tarot reader is different than what you feel as a person outside of tarot reading. And that's very important to distinguish that boundary and be able to keep those separate, because tarot reading is technically your profession and you should be able to hold a professional stance when doing so. So the second one says he should try to distance himself from any form of prejudice regarding the people or situations that he has been asked to investigate. Again, sometimes you'll get some people that ask you some crazy things, and you can't really put your biases into the tarot reading. You have to be able to be completely unbiased when doing a tarot reading, and not only just tell them what the cards are telling them, tell them what their guides are telling them, but be able to keep your opinion out of it unless they really ask, or your guides are telling you that your opinion is relevant in this situation. The third one says he should not abuse the presumed weakness of the consultant, but help him instead to overcome his problems. Now, this can be misconstrued. I'm going to read this one again, okay? He should not abuse the presumed weakness of the consultant, but help him instead to overcome his problems. This does not necessarily mean in a monetary situation. I know that there is a lot of buzz surrounding people charging for tarot readings. That is not necessarily what this is talking about. This is talking about any type of weakness that the consultant has. So maybe this person is sick, Maybe this person has an addiction. Maybe this person has some type of obsession with the person that they're talking about. Maybe this person has gotten taken advantage of by this person they want to look into. Maybe this person doesn't quite, like, there's a million things that could be talking about weakness in this situation, and does not mean weakness of money, okay? I know that a lot of people will see it that way and say that, oh, it says it in the book, you shouldn't be charging. That's not necessarily what this is talking about. I feel like, yes, you should do your best as a person of service to help people, but there are still boundaries, especially when you are a professional. This is your job. This is something that you have put years and years and years of study into. You didn't put all that time into to just be doing free readings. Granted, there are people that do that, and there are people that have charged for a long time and then choose never to charge again and just keep doing readings out of service. That is completely up to the tarot reader, and I feel like that is a conversation that should not even be had, but a lot of people like to do that, mainly because they want to pressure the tarot reader into not charging them. So we're going to keep moving swiftly along to the fourth one, which says, he must be motivated by feelings that lead him to act for the good of others. Again, I feel like this can be misconstrued, but you should not ever be doing tarot readings mainly out of money. So yes, there's a whole situation where a lot of people feel like people overcharge for tarot readings, or people shouldn't be charging for tarot readings. I feel like at the end of the day, if people want your services, they will pay your service fees. However, you do have to understand that there is the whole situation of wanting to do this for the good and for the service of others. If you are learning to be a tarot reader for yourself because you want to learn tarot, you want to learn the art and history of tarot, and you never want to be a tarot reader, that's fine. You don't have to share it that you do that. You don't ever have to give people tarot readings. You don't ever have to do tarot readings ever a day in your life. But if you are doing tarot readings and you are deciding to either do free readings or charge for readings, please understand that the whole point of doing tarot readings is to help people on their journey, and that tarot should be a tool to help you navigate your path to your highest good. And it's not supposed to be something that's used for spying like a lot of people use it for. And that's kind of what I wanted the Let's Discuss to be about, because a lot of people do use tarot to spy, and it really bothers me. It's a huge invasion of privacy, and I myself, as a tarot reader, I get permission from people. If I want to do a tarot reading on them for my own personal use, I will ask if it's okay that I ask the tarot to look into them, or I just won't do it at all, because I feel like that's a huge invasion of privacy, and I know a lot of people do, and I know a lot of people don't. So just remember, as a tarot reader, your intention should be good, your intention should be true, and if your intentions ever start getting clouded, where you want to do it for spying, or you want to do it to get more money, or you want to do it to have a power imbalance over someone, maybe you should take a break and start reevaluating yourself as a reader, and reevaluating why you are having that change of intention now. So the fifth one is, he must have judicious advice inspired by harmony and respect for all living beings. I really, really agree with this one. I don't ever think that you should give people the advice to do something that is harmful to others. You should never give anyone the advice to do something that is harmful toward any living creature, whether it is a human or a pet or a wild animal or whatever. Your position as a psychic or tarot reader or diviner, you should have that judicious, omniscient stance of being unbiased, being fair, and not wanting to give anybody any type of advice that will cause them to act in a harmful way, either toward themselves or toward another person, because that is never good advice, and you could potentially not even be messing up their life, but you could potentially get sued as a professional for something like that as well. If somebody decides to take your advice and act on it and do something reckless, and then, hurt somebody or hurt themselves or hurt another being, and then, it could always lead to legal repercussions if someone else is involved as well. So, I'm not saying have your own personal interest at heart and do things to not get sued, but I'm also saying you have to understand that when you are taking a stance as a professional and giving someone advice, not only for how they should be approaching something, how they should be changing things, how they should be doing things. You have to let people know that it's just advice, it's just your own opinion, you are just one person, and if they choose to act on it, you know, they have to do it to their own discretion, and they have to do it with their common sense. So the next one here, number 6, is he must not focus his consultancy on the acquisition of economic or material advantage. So if that was too many big words for you guys, just basically don't do it for the money. You know, that's why a lot of tarot readers will do things like mini readings. They will help you out. I know, at least I try to. If someone comes to me and says they really want a reading, they only trust me for some reason, and they don't have the money to pay my full fees, I will either give them a discount, I will give them a free mini reading, I will do some type of, you know, free oracle pulls, something. If someone feels like they, for some reason, can't see what it is that's going on and they think I'm the only person that can help them, I will try to work with people, because I'm not in it for the money. The money is just a way of saying, I respect you, I respect your time, I respect the time that you put in to learn this craft and the skill and all of the history and everything that goes into this, and I want to exchange a good for your service. And that's why a lot of people will have that money attached to tarot readings, but that's not at all what it's about. It should be about, you know, helping the client with their personal growth. So that's why I do a lot of random mini free readings in other groups and things like that when I feel called to do it. Not only will I feel called to do it, but a lot of my guides will tell me, you need to do some free mini readings. Like I feel like the way that they explain it to me is like, my cup is full. Like, my cup of things that have been given to me is full and I need to give back. So that's why I will do things like free mini readings. I'll tell you guys I'm giving away 5 free mini readings, or, you know, a free reading if you guys enter this contest, or things like that, because I just really feel sometimes like I do get a lot from you guys, not only my viewers, but my friends and my family. You guys give a lot of support to me as a tarot reader, as a content creator, and I feel like I should give back to you guys as well. So that's what this is talking about. Kind of long-winded, but that's what that was talking about, is that you shouldn't just be inspired to learn tarot because you think there's a lot of money in it, or you think that you can, you know, prey on people that really need the help. As you guys know, if you've been in any beginner group ever, whether it's witchcraft or tarot, there are always people preying on them in there that's like, I work with Dr. so-and-so and I can solve all of your problems with a tarot reading, and, you know, just send me your money now, and, you know, things like that. That's not how tarot readers work, and it's not how they should work, to be completely honest. Number 7 here says he must dedicate himself to knowledge, self-improvement, study, and the development of his own intuitive abilities. So I tell you guys this often, where I say I am constantly learning. Most tarot readers are constantly learning. You should pretty much in any aspect of your life be constantly learning. The example I'm going to use here is the medical field. So in the medical field, doctors have to constantly be retested because there's always new scientific information coming out. So they have to be able to keep up with the new information that's coming out to stay current on the advice and things that they're giving to their patients. So I feel that that is relevant to everybody wherever you are. So not only should you be keeping up with new advancements in tarot and divination, but you should also be continuously finding routines to sharpen your own intuitive abilities, because these are things that, yes, although they are gifts, they are still things that need to be exercised. So you still have to exercise your abilities, you still have to meditate, you still have to constantly be sharpening your psychic abilities. Those are not just things that you turn on one day and they stay sharp forever. You have to constantly be working at them, you have to constantly be meditating, and it's a constant balance of your physical and your astral self to be able to not only stay here, be grounded, work on yourself in the 3rd dimension, but also to continuously not only be staying in touch with your higher self and your guides, but to learn to be better and learn to heighten that and learn new skills in the whole realm and everything. You should never ever stop doing that, to be honest, with anything that you do, but you know, tarot and divination is no exception. So, sorry, that was a lot of talking really fast. Number 8 says he must not exaggerate the presumed magical power of images, symbols, but must believe entirely in the inherent evocative strength and suggestive power. That's a lot of big words for my brain to process all at once, so let me read that again. He must not exaggerate the presumed magical power of images and symbols. So, okay, my brain had to catch up with that. But must believe entirely in their inherent evocative strength and suggestive power. So I feel like this is technically talking about the symbols in tarot, right? The symbols of the things in the cards in tarot. But I do feel like this can be applied to anything, anywhere, as an intuitive person, as a psychic, as a whatever you want to call yourself, diviner, mystic. You're pretty much going to be seeing symbols and signs everywhere all the time. I feel like, yes, you should see that there is magic in them. This is also kind of saying, like, don't feel like everything is magic, but also see the magic in it. Like, there is magic in everything. There is going to be messages in everything, and everything will rub you in a different way at the time of you seeing it, depending on what the message is, if that makes sense. I know I probably lost a lot of people. This is a lot of reading and a lot of big words, so if you guys ever have to come back to this video, feel free to. Number 9 is he must not aim to foresee the future, but uncover real situations that present themselves symbolically, influence the present, and condition the future. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. People who read tarot that say, this is the future, this is the next month, this is the next 2 weeks, that drives me nuts. If you guys saw my Tarot of the New Vision review, I did say that at one point in time too, because this book does tell you how to tell time with the cards. Most tarot readers on YouTube will tell you that time and energy is fluid. Most people will not put dates on videos because of that. I like to always say that my videos are timeless, because I feel that whenever you stumble on that video, there is a message in there for you. And even if you watch that video the day that I put it out, and then you watch it 2 weeks later, and then you watch it a year later, you will see different messages in it based on where you are in your life, what message you need to hear at the time, and what changes you are either making or need to make at the time. So this is saying, one, don't say that you can see the future. Don't look for the future. I definitely do not do tarot readings like that. I try to explain to my clients when they ask me to see things that are coming in the future that I can't really guarantee that. I can't guarantee a timeline. I can see the energy that surrounds them, the energy that surrounds that energy, and things are constantly changing based on the decisions that you make. Nothing is set in stone in the future, so that shouldn't ever be something that you say where you're doing a tarot reading for a year from now, or next year or something like that, because you can see that the result of that reading and then make a decision to change your mind at this time, which changes your whole future. So I don't ever believe in doing the whole seeing the future thing. I feel like you can see energies, current energies, and things that are on the horizon for that energy. But if you make a decision that changes that, you might need another reading, a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, to see if that energy is still moving the same way or if it has been changed in some way. And this is saying that you should uncover the situations that present themselves symbolically. So there is a lot of stuff that presents itself symbolically. This is why I say that is very important for tarot readers to have a good, really, really good relationship with their guides, because your guides, at least for myself as a reader, and I know Baba Jolie does this as well, where her guides will give her symbols and images and things like that, and she kind of has to decipher what they are on the spot. And my guides will work the same way in a tarot reading, not only using the images in the tarot deck itself, but also giving me visions and flashes of things and feelings and memories, and I have to decipher what that feeling is at the time based on the reading and the energy that I'm feeling moving toward whoever it is I'm reading for. Influence the present and condition the future. Yeah, so you should always aim to influence the present read to make changes on whatever's currently happening and how you can change things that are happening around you, you know, in the next couple of days, things like that. That's how I like to read tarot as well. So I like that this is in here. And the last one, guys, I know this is probably real lengthy. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are still with me. The last one says, he must not take what he finds as written in stone, but simply believe it is highly probable. Again, the future can always change based on any decision that you make. Time and energy is always fluid. So you must look at it as probable, read it as probable, say that this is the energy that surrounds you now. This is where the energy is moving toward, and you can choose to stay in that energy, or you can choose to move away from that energy, because in the third dimension, we all have free will, and we can choose to change our future based on things that we know about it. So I love this little list of ethics here. I really, really love it. So at the end it says, not everybody will agree with these principles. Others will want to add something. I believe, though, that anyone who approaches divination as professional should at least reflect on these before accepting or refusing them. Yeah, then it talks about rituals and divinatory methods and stuff. I love this. Although this was a lot of reading, it was a lot for my brain to process on the spot and to be able to talk about. I really hope that I was able to kind of water it down a little bit for you guys and make it comprehensive, because I know reading it just from the book with all of those big words, even for me, I would have to water that down in notes and make it more comprehensive to understand. So I really hope that I was able to do that for you guys. I really hope you guys were able to stick around through that. I know not too many people like my reading from a book videos, but sometimes it's entirely necessary, especially for something like that where I would not have been able to come up with a list of ethics. So I'm so very glad that the dude who did it. I think his name was Tibiero Gennard. I could be wrong. But if you guys made it to the end, give me a big old thumbs up. You know, that helps me out so very much. And I really, really want to hear what you guys think about these in the comments. Now, if you have to come back to this video 2 or 3 times, if you have to watch it with the captions on, please do. Whatever you need to do to understand the ethics that have been listed here, by all means do it. If you need to take notes, if you need to do these one at a time, like, I'm sure this would be a lot for me to watch as a consumer as well. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, don't forget to check out my links in the description box. Don't forget to join my Facebook Tarot community if you so choose. And I really hope that wherever you guys are when this video reaches you, my friends, you have a beautiful, wonderful day. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.